Hello, I'm Brandon with RPG Overviews, and today we're going to be looking at a pay what you want product on drivethrurpg. So here we go. So this is called Super Duper. The art is kind of fun on the front there, and it's got a bunch of superheroes sitting around at a table. The S and the R of Super Duper are a little bit cut off, but it's all well and good. It is a one-shot tabletop adventure by Preston Evans that is no way affiliated with Marvel or DC Comics. So this is pay what you want. This series, of course, will be looking at free and pay what you want products on drivethrurpg. So when I looked at this, it took me just a little bit to figure out exactly what's going on. But it says you are a superhero, congratulations, but not like the popular ones. You are a low tier superhero that didn't get movies made about them. So it's obviously having some fun. And so how do you roll up your character? Well, you roll 2d6 to determine your unreliable superpower. So that's important as your powers are unreliable. You can pick which list to assign each d6 to. So you roll 2d6. So you've got a cool ability and a combat ability. So it may be you roll a 1, you get inconsistent invisibility. You roll a 2, you get faulty flight. 3, you get tepid telepathy. 4, you get tricky telekinesis. 5, you get middling mancy. So you choose the type: pyro, techno, aqua, terra, necro, whatever it may be. And then 6, seemingly super attractive or super ugly if you'd prefer. And then you've got a combat ability: speed, strength, regeneration, a magic weapon. It says, you pretty much decide the details with your GM, a tactical brain, or duplication. And then what is your team name? So it's got a spot for that. As you can see, there's no art with this, and this is only 2 pages long. And then it's got the setup. So it's 1:45 on a Thursday, weird day here at HQ. The popular ones are all fighting the big boss. The normie scientists and stuff are all out on a convention. So it's just your team and Jarby the AI killing time, playing Super Smash Brothers, which is like normal Smash Brothers, but you're allowed to use superpowers, and it's real, not a video game. So whoever arrived at the session first is just about to win their 3rd consecutive match when Jarvie interrupts with a special bulletin. So what you're going to do is, you've got breaking news, you'll roll 2d6, and so it may be expected, the big boss, or spurned, a group of superhero rejects. It could be the corrupt mayor, or Steelman's vengeful ghost, or it could be Ratman, a shitty evil version of a certain popular hero, or it could be testing Jarvie's ex-girlfriend AI, Sad DOS. There's also possibly what's going on: an ambush. There's hostages. There's a craving. Needs 6 gallons of fresh superhuman blood for a recipe. There's a crisis going on. Maybe has strapped all of the big guys to a bomb in the heart of the city. A party invites you to a completely normal, not at all sinister meal in their mansion. Or it demands a friendly but lethal competition to determine superiority. It sounds pretty solvable, except that, and then the GM rolls in secret. Hacked. Jarvie's been hacked. Somebody is an imposter. They're sus, or are you? Um, it says the bad guys have already cleaned up the mess, or have they? Maybe anyone alive at the end of must fight to the death, or all of humanity will die. Rookie, you're, of course, maybe your volatile powers are at risk of leaving you forever on a low roll. Or collateral, your volatile powers are super duper charged. Rolling plus 11 plus causes damage. So this could be your big break. It says being a your team superhero is fine and all, but handling something like this might be enough to get you promoted to the big guys. So a huge pay increase, better benefits, possibly might even gain a new power. So how does this game work? So you announce what you would like to do, adding your superpower, if relevant, and that's the main thing. So I'd like to use my visibility to sneak up behind him, and punch the bad guy. Or I like to wait for the bad guy to look away and then punch him. Many things are trivial for a group of experienced superheroes like you. When opposing another superhero, or when results are in doubt, roll 2d6. So if you roll a 1, how did you do that with 2d6? Of course, it could be a negative to your roll, and that's going to come up in a second. And then you could fail bad. You failed but, and then 7 or 9, which of course is going to be probably a normal roll. It's going to be some success, but something happens. 10 to 11 is a success, and then 12 plus is great success. So super boost, GM's discretion, but feel free to argue. And then, of course, I would say you need to play with this roll. My power is exactly what's needed here. You get +3 to your roll. I can use my power here in some helpful way, so that's +2. Maybe this power will help a little, +1, or anything not pertaining to your power. Will you save the day? Will you even survive? Uh, will you even survive the day? Will you become one of the popular ones? Maybe, but only if you're super duper. So, yes, there's a couple little spelling mistakes. This is pay what you want. Um, it doesn't have any rules for how much damage you take. I would probably do something on however many fails you do in certain situations. Maybe because you're going to have to kind of work with this just a little bit, even though it's got a good structure. So you roll 2d6, and then if your power can help, it's going to give you a bonus to that. I think it's kind of a little smart little rule there that can go a long way. It just needs maybe something to tell you how much damage you can take, or whatever the case may be. So, very narrative here. It's not going to tell you how much damage you do or anything like that. So this is just a one shot to have fun. Probably last you maybe just a couple hours, if that. It could be a little bit boring for some people just to roll 2d6 and then you're adding your power or not. But I think it looks like it could be a fun game. Just, a beer and pretzel type game to have fun with your friends and roll some dice and do some super duper stuff. Create, crazy characters, crazy superheroes, and just have fun. It's obviously not for long term, but just something to have some fun with. So roll those 2d6. Hopefully your power will help, and you'll save the day. You'll have to figure out how you take damage, how much you can take, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, no art. It is pay what you want, and I'll be saying this at the end of all pay what you want videos if I can remember. Please, if you enjoy this product, feel free to give the creator some little bit of money here and there. It goes a long way with pay what you want products. It'd be nice for people to make money. Um, and so when you do that, it lets them know that someone out there is trying to help them on in their RPG career. So, or the start of it, or whatever the case may be. So if you can, if you like it, give a little bit of money. You would not believe how many pay what you want products don't get any money at all. And it's really incredible, the amount. So there it is, super duper. It is a cool little one shot to play a little bit of superhero action, and it's on drivethrurpg. Of course, I'll have a link down in the description. I hope you liked this video. Check out Preston's products. He's also put out some other stuff as well, but this one he's got here for pay what you want, and I think his other ones are very, very cheap. So he's been putting a couple things out on the bottom on drivethrurpg in the new and the pay what you want section. Check those out, see what you think about this. It could be a fun little game to have with your friends. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.